Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Chess and welcome back to Racer or Random SCP Review, a series where we will discuss about random SCP. I guess we can just start, but before that, this will be the ninth entry, I believe, for the SCP. Um, Also, the last time I did review SCP, it was like 3 weeks ago, so there has been like quite a while, right, since the last time I recorded. I believe there must be like a lot of changes in the wiki itself, probably, most likely, right, because it is actually quite active website as well. So yeah, I guess we could just generate our number then. Yeah, okay, so 3177. Okay, I guess we will do 3177, and I will be right back. Okay, so here we are in the SCP wiki, and there's some things I want to say first. Um, the last time we did this, there was like SCP-7000, right? SCP-7000 was about to get like it's about to get fixed, right? By fixed, I mean like they're still looking for the candidates for SCP-7000, and then they succeeded, right? And from now, the homepage has been a little bit normal now. And yeah, just like that, I guess. Just a little bit of info, I guess. So yeah. Um, Anyway, I mean, you cannot see that anyway. I didn't show you, but it's no longer there anymore as of I'm recording this. So when this video is out, this one will be out in the middle of October, right? So during this time I made I'm making the Spooktober series, I guess. So yeah, there you go. I have finished all of that when as of I'm recording this. So yeah, there's that. Okay, SCP-3177. This fucking guy did all the murders. Okay, so okay, a little bit of F word there, but it's fine, I guess. Also, the title said basically that this guy did all the murders. I think what's gonna happen in here is that um, because it says guy, right? So I would like to assume that this SCP is probably another humanoid, but I don't know. So let's just go, I guess. SCP-3177. Also, I don't know why, but it seems like the random number generator, it tends to pick number that is about average. So I put the range around 1 to 7,000, right? So by mathematics, that will be 3,500 as the middle number. So that's why you will probably see a lot of SCP 3000 something, right? Um, so yeah, there is no picture here, and let's actually scroll first if there is a lot of that. Oh, there is. Okay, enter level 4. I'm not gonna click that just yet. Oh, actually, maybe I want. Oh, okay, so it's just. Oh, okay, it's just additional stuff apparently. But all right, nothing too crazy, I guess. It's not long, so probably I can finish the whole thing like right away, right? In this video. Okay, there is no picture, so use your own imaginations onto how to describe this SCP, right? So anyway, SCP-3177, this fucking guy did all the murders. Object class safe. Okay. Alright. Special containment procedures. SCP-3177 is to be stored in a standard anomalous object containment locker. Oh, okay, so it's an object, not a humanoid. Okay, so uh, then how or why is the title or the name of the SCP is include the word guy? I'm not sure. Level 2 clearance is required to remove SCP-3177 from its locker and allow viewing. Okay, so level 2 clearance, it means level 2 and up, right? It's not like only level 2 and the level 3 cannot. I don't think that works that way. So yeah, probably level 2 and up, right? Should personnel unintentionally come under the effects of SCP-3177, they are to seek immediate amnestic treatment. Okay, so okay. So 3177 is probably like cognito hazard or something like that, right? and then they need to brainwash or make whoever contacted with that get the amnestic, right? Okay, so yeah, a little bit of interesting over here. Description, here we go. SCP-3177 is a cardboard cutout of American actor Steve Buscemi, standing 1.8 meters tall. Okay, cardboard cutout American actor. I presume this is like based on actual height, probably because it's 1.8 meters tall, right? So it's probably human, like human size, right? Like the actual size of the person, probably. SCP-3177's anomalous abilities only become relevant when a subject is able to visibly comprehend SCP-3177 after witnessing a murder. Okay, so the anomalous will relevant or will come when the subject is able to visibly comprehend 3177 after witnessing a murder. Oh, okay. So after you witness murder, then um, you will be able to comprehend. Wait. Okay. So I'm not perfect in English, right? So after witnessing a murder, does that refer to the person or the SCP, right? Because it says visibly comprehend SCP-3177 after witnessing a murder. So maybe it's the condition of 3177 after after witnessing murder. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Subjects who meet these requirements believe that SCP-3177 was responsible for the murder and report witnessing them performing the act regardless of the means of murder. Oh, okay. So, black goat, I would say, like black sheep or something like that. I guess, like scapegoat. I mean, a subject does not need to witness both the murder and the victim, only the victim dying. Oh, okay. Um, Okay, so does not need to witness both the murder and the victim. Okay, so basically, if you see someone at the side of the road, probably dying, right? Or getting murdered, probably like because getting hit by a car, then I don't know, like that's classified as accidents, probably, but I don't like murder. Maybe in house, like, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure. So basically, what you will feel is that you have the urge to blame the thing on the cardboard, right? Yeah, because someone died, then you just, basically you have strong feeling that the cardboard or the 3177 actually did that, right? Although that's probably not the case, right? Um, because here it says the murderer, right? So the murderers probably escaped, and you will try to blame the cardboard, right? Or even if the murderer's still there, you probably also will still blame the cardboard, right? But yeah, a subject who witnesses a victim dying without seeing the murder is able to recall 3177 committing the act itself. Okay, regardless of any events which happen that might contradict this memory. For example, a subject who witnesses a victim being poisoned would recall 3177 giving the victim poison through whichever vessel it was delivered. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, like basically when you see someone dying because of murder, then you will try to blame that this SCP, right? Which is a little bit weird, honestly. Like why, right? And then the cardboard itself, like does that mean the cardboard was is supposed to be on the side as well, right? Like how does the cardboard just appear, right? It's a little bit odd, right? So yeah. Um, Also, I'm not sure what's the reference between this SCP towards actual in real life stuff, right? Because we know that most of the SCP that we know from this wiki, apparently, like, well, obviously, not really obviously, but more like most of the newer ones, right? They were like influenced heavily from real life stuff, right? So they make the SCP version out of it, right? So the real life the SCP becomes the adaptation, I guess, of real life, right? So far, I'm not sure what this is all about. I don't know who Steve Buscemi is. Um, yeah, I don't know, like why there is a murder case and then a cardboard, right? So I still haven't connected the dot just yet because I completely don't know any reference about this in real life. Maybe there is something, right? Again, like 3000 SCP-3000 is about 2018, if I remember correctly, like around 2018 era. So maybe during that time there is something actually happened, right? But yeah, I'm not sure. um Currently, no time limit has been discovered between witnessing the murder and interacting with SCP-3177. However, amnestic treatment has been shown to reverse the process. Okay, so okay. So basically, after you get the amnesty treatment, you'll kind of forget those cognito hazard effect, right? Well, I'm saying cognito hazard. I'm not entirely sure if this is classified as that, but um, I don't know what it's called for um having this weird effect, right? Like anomalous effect. Basically, I'm just gonna calling it cognito hazard, I guess. Okay, addendum 3177-1. Okay, addendum is like additional document, right? Maybe like a research interview or something like that. The following interview is between Dr. Robert Dooney, D30044, who was previously convicted for the murder of a family in Virginia. Okay, so that's US, right? Begin log. Dr. Tony, alright, D30044. I have few questions about something that happened a while back. We've gotten word that you were present during the murder of the family back in September 20 something. Leans back in his chair. Oh yeah, yes. Hated those greedy wastes of space. What? Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess. That's actually very gruesome, but alright. Obviously not a fan then, I see. If you could remain as impartial as you could when describing what happened, it would, it's going to make it easier for me personally. Oh, of course. If you want to know what happened, it starts with an interesting coincidence. I was actually about to kill them myself. If you would believe it, I had everything prepped and ready for the fun I was about to have. Intended to blow the brains out of that preppy kid first and then torture the old, okay, before finally ending their lives. Okay, you seem to have quite the plan already. Why didn't you go through it with it? Well, if you'd believe it, that man that you introduced me to earlier, he was already there. Just as I was about to take aim at the kid with the shotgun I brought, he just pulled out his own shotgun and killed him before I could even pull the trigger. The cardboard cutout? Yes, I didn't believe it myself when I first saw it. And honestly, I was a bit upset that he got the shot off first. He didn't pay me much mind when I went over and unloaded a few more rounds into that man-child's corpse to make sure he was dead. So that much I appreciated. Mm-hmm. Seen quietly writing on his clipboard before turning his attention back to 30044. Right, sorry, can you continue? Of course, as I was saying, I don't know where he went next, but he didn't get in the way when I went upstairs and tied up the parents. I had this whole routine practiced, this speech about greed and entitlement and how much pain they've inflicted on me and all the other people of the town probably, right? Because it has quite the same amount of length for the town of Virginia, I guess. Like all the other people of Virginia probably, not Virginia, but more like a region in Virginia, right? Its cut was supposed to be symbolic, one cut for every person who was suffering beneath their boots. Okay, I can personally relate, but okay, carves into his hand. I think I understand what you were trying to go for. Yes, so I got to work. I cut their tongues out first so they couldn't scream. Then I sawed off the fingers and toes in case they tried to escape. Then, I'm sorry, did you want the details? I can go through the whole routine. I still have the speech memorized. Is seen smiling to himself. Dr. Dooney is seen covering his mouth with his hands. Please do not go into specific detail for my sake personally. Okay, so okay, I guess the researcher or Dr. Downey or Dooney. I don't know how to pronounce. Downey, probably, right? Oh, okay. So maybe the real name. Oh no, actually, never mind. I don't know actually. I was about to say that maybe this was like from real life situation. When a guy or this man, I guess, try to kill a family, right? Starting from the kids and then the parents, right? And then he was supposed to go through all the tortures as well, right? Um, and then the man kind of like like when he was conflicted with the charge, he probably defended himself that something else did it to the family, right? Not him, right? Like trying to get away from the crime he had done, right? Maybe this is some kind of a meme, to, like to, I guess, to mimic what's actually happening there at the time. I don't know. I mean, meme was supposed to be funny, right? If this is actually true, it's not, right? But what I'm trying to say is that maybe this thing happened, and then the author just kind of make like make this right. He is actually right. It was something else. It was this cardboard. Okay, let's just make assumption on the cardboard and then make up this SCP, right? I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if this is actually probably like reference of movie. I'm not entirely sure, right? It's in Virginia. Okay. The year is not mentioned, but it's 20 something, right? I would assume because of the time this was up is probably like 2018. Then maybe I would say that this was September 2018 as well. I'm not sure. Maybe I have to search a little bit right after this, like a murder, I guess, in Virginia, to 2018 or something like that. I don't know, right? Okay, so uh, okay, but okay, yeah, so I could work, okay. Of course, my apologies. So, just as I'm about to finish the job, he comes back into the room. Out of nowhere, he's there, and he looks just as angry at these people as I was. I figured I had my fun, so I offered him the knife. He took it gladly and just slashed their throats open, let them bleed out. I was impressed, truly I was. A slow, excruciating death, choking on their own blood, was what they deserved. Then he simply gave me back the knife and left. Lowers his hands and picks up his pencil to write again. It just killed them and left. Did you see where it went? Sadly, no. Shame though, I was the one arrested for it. I didn't even kill them, technically. But hey, at least you all found a way to lock him up. Hmm? And locked. Okay, incident 3177. Okay, access granted. On September 28th, 2018, a large portion of Site 17 was destroyed due to what was believed to be a fault in the heating system. This resulted in the temporary breach of multiple anomalies as well as the deaths of I don't know, 27 Foundation personnel. While interviewing a survivor of the accident, they reported witnessing SCP-3177 planting a high-grade explosive in the so in the redacted wing of the facility. Investigation regarding the incident are ongoing. So that's actually quite interesting. I'm trying to explain that after this. Um Okay, that's it, right? So yeah. Okay, so let's discuss about this first. While interviewing a survivor of the accident, they reported witnessing SCP-3177 planting a high-grade explosive there in the I don't know, front wing of the facility. I don't know what. Why is it redacted? It redacted. It's kind of weird, a little bit weird. Okay, so actually, this is probably not true, but I have a quite interesting theory about this. So, there is survivor, right? So, what I'm assuming is that the survivor is probably the one who did it, right? Because they obviously then interview everyone, right? And maybe to their surprise, that one of the survivor actually said that the 3177 actually did it, right? Which is, it will be funny, I would say that, you know, obviously this person who tried to, like bomb the facility, they probably try to hide their identity, right? But since 3177 was kind of out of the containment, I guess, and it was there when the person tried to bomb, then um, he kind of blamed that on 3177, right? And then since this SCP Foundation knows that the 3177 will basically like try to get blamed, right, after an accident or incidents happening, right? And it can be from either people, right? Maybe from the actual victim, maybe from random, or maybe from the doer itself, which is here in the example, right? This is the person that's supposed to be not supposed to be, but more like that actually did the crime, right? But he blamed it to the cardboard, while in reality, it was actually himself that doing all this stuff, right? So it would be fun if this person over here that tried to blame 3177 turns out to be the one who actually bombed the facility, right? So they like basically they kind of you know um, basically this person caught red-handed, right, because of the SCP-3177, which is in this case will be interesting, right? However, if that would be an interesting story, right? Like a plot twist, right? The one that did it got caught red-handed, right? Because of 3177, which is interesting. Or it can be another way as well. Like this is actual survivor, and actually witnessing 3177, right? But that would be a little bit too boring, right? It will be, like I said, it will be fun if the person that actually did it try to blame the whole thing on 3177, right? So yeah, there's that at least. Because in this example over here as well, the one that blamed the 3177 turns out to be the actual murderer, right? So yeah, like that, I guess. Um, Actually, let's take a look up first just to make it a little bit clear and like um, when a subject is able to physically come after witnessing a murder. Okay, so it's witnessing a murder, right? It's not always the murder, right? Not after committing a murder, but after witnessing a murder. It can be the murderer itself, or the victims, or someone else that just randomly see it, right? But yeah, I guess if they go to the other route as well, like this is still ongoing, right? So probably the creator still has like open stuff, like open idea, right, about continuing this. Probably, I'm not sure, but if they took to the path where this is the actual victim that uh, found the 3177 doing it, they can actually trace back, right? Because they can just simply ask where the survivor saw or witnessed 3177 doing it, right? Like where is it, and then yeah, like who are the people that surrounding it as well, right? Like if there are other person over there, and basically just by location, probably like they can technically check on the security camera just to find the footage, right? Like who actually was there, right? So I guess it will not be 3177 that is shown in the camera, probably, right? Because it was recording, so it's probably the actual person who did it, right? Like then they can kind of track the person who did it, and then maybe like just locate where it was from, right? Maybe it was from the I kind of forgot what it's called. So there is this group that are anti SCP Foundation, basically, because they don't want this SCP to be contained, I guess, or falsely repurposed by the foundation, right? So this group, I forgot what it's called, like Omega something. I don't know. Um, no, that's not it. I don't think. But yeah, like this group probably, right? Probably one of them. So yeah, also it's quite interesting as well because it's inside redacted. So I guess the author tried to maybe like connecting this SCP with other SCPs as well, right? Maybe like in other SCPs there's a breach, right? And it was caused by a bomb explosion, right? Yeah, like basically yeah like um yeah, explosive, right? I mean, it's not really because of the bomb, I believe, in the fault of heating system, right? Yeah, but of course that was caused by the explosives probably, right? But yeah, um I guess review time, I like this, but again, I don't know what this is like in the actual life, real life, I mean, what it represents, right? Like what's the reference behind this? Surely this must have been, there's a meaning to it, right? Maybe like, wait, actually, let's remember back then. Is there anything that got? I mean, oh, okay. So I remember back into that 2017, a lot of YouTubers using a lots of cardboards, I believe, just chilling in their place. Like for instance, Jacksepticeye and then PewDiePie as well. Um, I believe like they have some sorts of cardboards, right? We can see them in their videos sometimes. I believe is it 2017 or 2018? I kind of forgot, but there was a moment there, right? Maybe because of that, because of this cardboard stuff, and then maybe like one of the YouTuber tried to, blame everything. Like maybe they play something and then they didn't play correctly, right? Or they play it awfully and they got raged and they blamed the cardboard, right? Maybe that's the thing that becomes the reference here, like basically just blame it to the cardboard, right? Whatever or whoever it represents, right? Here it says Steve Buscemi, right? I don't know who Steve Buscemi is. I will certainly Google after this, and maybe Steve Buscemi is like some kind of actor that is like comedian actor probably, and then like maybe he played a role in a movie that had him getting blamed for things that he had not done potentially, and it just keeps going, it just kept going throughout the movie probably, maybe, right? I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Okay, I will actually search for the actor after this. I'm not sure if this is real name actor, but I will try, right? SCP-3177. So yeah, like the origin of reference, I'm not getting it. Maybe it is explained in the discussion section in this page, but I'm not gonna go there because sometimes it gets a little bit too crowded, right? And probably like sometimes it also contain lots of um, negative discussions as well, right? Like, but yeah. Anyway, interesting. Not my favorite one. I guess this SCP is like, okay, yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It's not good as well. It's like average, right? Your average SCP, I guess. But it's still interesting because this is SCP that can cause you, think that um, this cardboard just did murder, right? But yeah, again, like there's not really, I don't know. Is it weird that I said this because I feel like most of the murder happened in not in public, right? Like in private. So, chances of this happening is potentially low. Also, like, does the cardboard actually move or teleport, right? Who knows, right? But yeah, like if it actually moves or teleport, then how did they successfully contain it inside a locker, right? Certainly, it can just blitz through blitz out of the containment locker, right? And then they can walk or move elsewhere, right? Doing this nonsense, like all these shenanigans, right? But yeah. Mm, okay, there's also this interview over here, which we are if I have to maybe a little bit of feedback, this will be actually interesting if these witnesses actually just um like basically after committing a murder, right? Not witnessing but actually committing, right? So it's not like from, like I said, it's actually will be funny if the people that actually do the bad stuff they blame it on 3177, right? Since they blame on 3177, then the interviewer, the jury, or the judge can just basically deduct it that this person actually did it, right? Because they know that the effect of 3177 will be like the person after committing murder, they will try to blame it on something else or someone else, in this case the cardboard, right? So yeah, it will be a little bit more funny, but then again, I don't know if this is actually true from real life as well, right? Yeah, like I said multiple times by now, I don't know what the reference is, right? Is it real life, or is it from movie, or is it from like maybe YouTube, like I said, because of that era in which lots of YouTubers actually put up or put in lots of cardboards into their video, right? And then they like punch the cardboard as well, like do stuff to the cardboard, right? But yeah, I think that'll be it for today's random SCP review. Um, I like it, like averagely like it, but yeah, there's that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you again like next week, probably in the next episode of Random SCP Review or Racer. This has been Racer episode 9, I guess. And tomorrow will be next week, I mean, will be part 10. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, healthy. I will see you again very soon, and see ya.